Happy Tuesday, and I'm early, which is wonderful. I'll give everybody a little extra time to jump on. Welcome, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Joette. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the Southern Tier Finger Lake region of New York State. And I try to come live every Tuesday around 7, but right now it's 6:58. I take the win, 2 minutes early. And we're praying for no technology difficulty or technological difficulty. I don't know, something like that. I'm gonna finish my water. I'm so happy to be here, to sit and rest for a minute and craft for all my friends out there. It's been a crazy week getting ready for my first big event on my own um, tomorrow, and I'm just excited, nervous, want to help, want to make everybody happy, hope that there's a lot of, the cards and the activities and the things are all just really nice for everybody. So I just want to pamper my customers. Hello, hello. People are coming in. Thank you for joining. So, computer is all batteried up, and I have its original charger, check. Camera, brand new, seems to be working. I checked it and checked it and checked it, so should be okay. Check. I have all of my stuff. We're ready to go. And my phone says 7 o'clock, so that is awesome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking time out and watching me show you nice new things. It means a lot to me. I know everybody's time is precious, so thank you, thank you. So we are going to do a little bit of Christmas in July. I hate to jump on that bandwagon, but I do love me some Christmas. And it's so hot that I am ready to do some chilliness in July. So we're going to use the stitched um, stocking bundle, actually sweet. It's the stocking, and the stocking is absolutely huge. Um, Thank you for coming in. I see everybody coming in slowly, slowly. I did start a little early only because I was excited and wanted to keep going. Hi, Sandy. Ooh, watching on TV. I'm on Sandy's TV tonight. Awesome. Praying, praying, praying. Everything should be set, Sandy. Camera set. The laptop is all charged up, ready to go. I think we're good. So I don't really have anything to share new wise. There are lots of things going on in Stamping Up World. I have not stayed up with it just because I've been prepping and cutting and designing, and there are some changes, or not changes, but just new things coming. The new catalog will be here soon. Demonstrators are able to see it, but we're able to pre-order starting today. So, and I've looked at it once or twice, but I haven't really looked at it to see what I'm going to buy and get all set for you guys. So it's okay. I've been really, really excited about my event tomorrow. It's at a local brewery. Um, it's my first out of my home event. Oh gosh, alone. My mom and I did an event um, at our local church, and that was very well attended. And we did an event at my home for cards. So this is like all me. I mean, my mother's helping. I have a lot of my friend Sandy's on. She's helped. You almost got to call Sandy, but my meltdown let me know that I needed to just do mindless die cutting so that I could relax for a minute. So I didn't give you a call. So anyway, there are things to share. I just don't have them all figured out, and there's nothing major missing right at the moment. The foil system is about the biggest major announcement that's here. It was unavailable, but I was on the website looking at something else, and I noticed that it is back in stock. So um, that's something I probably won't even look into until at least September. So, but there's a lot of demonstrators out there who are explaining it well and who are really ready to go with it. So that's where I would encourage you to look, just because I can't do it justice right now. I've never ever foiled, so when I do it, it'll be a hoot, I'm sure. All right, the dogs are upstairs, just a hooting and hollering. We're gonna go down to the down to my desk. Hopefully all is well. I did have it nice and bright down here, so maybe it just takes a minute to get it going. So here we go. We have little visitors for the night tonight. And so if you hear children yelling, screaming, we're not killing anybody, I swear. They're just running after the dogs or away from the dogs or something. So all of you have seen this. I've shown it 2 or 3 times. Um, Honestly, I can't remember what we did with it. But I will say the dies and everything are huge, which is nice. I see like a mantle and stockings hanging from it on a scrapbook page. If you're a quilter, I see lots of fun stuff. I did, because we were we want to be able to look at everything. I did die cut out some things. This is the innards of the stocking. Okay, let me bring you down a little bit. And oopsie, bring you over. So there we go. So, and I'm talking nice, nice size. Probably top to toe is about 3 3/4 of an inch. And the widest part, toe to back, is about 3 inches. So it's a really good size and it is wonderful. So this one, whoops, this one, this die cut dies the inside, because you can cut out the entire stocking. Okay, so you're going to get the top as well with this one. Sorry, I went out of the um so there you have it, just like that. Now the fun things are, and if Sandy, you're on, if you know the what is the name of this design? Isn't there a quilting, whoops, I gotta move my chair over so I stay on a quilting name for this design here? And then check it out. When you die cut it, this is what comes out of the holes. So there's all the bits. So if you want to change up colors or change up patterns, it would be, I'm not saying it would be tedious. I got to move myself a tad, sorry. I'm not saying it would be tedious. It would be tedious and well worth it to change up all of that. Excuse me, if you were going to use the designer series paper and things. So, but I love that. I just love it. Um, and then there is a tree die as well. Little trees, little trees. And what I see from these little trees is a lot of confetti. So that's fun. Um, these also, like, let me see. So like here, so maybe, this can go through here. I'm sorry, I have red on red, but you know, something could go through here, or you could just snip it off there and use that for the bottom. You can use the designer series paper, it says the same block, and you could cut out one of the blocks to put it there. And then it does have its own where is it? I did not cut this out. I'm sorry, I didn't get back to it. But the fuzzy part of the stocking that's on top. You don't know the name? That's all right, Sandy. Um, I don't either. The sandy part, the fluffy part, a lot of stockings have the the fur, the feather, or the fuzzy part up there. So that cuts that part out. Um, Lots of leaves. So you have 1, 2, 4 leaves at once. Some berries, 9 berries. And then some separate blocks here. So very exciting. Very, very exciting. And we're going to be using these tonight. So I'm just not going to put them far, just going to put them over. So this is the big, big, big stocking. And it looks like this. So I didn't want to cut it before you got here. And then I decided that I was going to cut it with um, my trimmer. So I'm going to take the part off that is the die that cuts off the fuzzy part, the top of the stocking. And then I'm just gonna just take off a little bit of that more right here. I don't know if I can do that opposite there. So there. So that'll be good, and we can always go back to that. All right. So I'm wondering if we've done this card before, but we did this card at class last week at my home, my monthly class. And so here's 3 different versions, and it all really is from strips, 1/2-inch strips. And then it all really depends on where you start. So this one kind of started more, whoops, I'm sorry, more to the left. This one started up a little bit more. See how the first strip is pretty long, it's down and up, and this one's kind of just down and out a little bit more. And then this one is what I wanted, and this was my 3rd attempt. So each one, honest to goodness, is different. I'm going to go back up a little bit. It depends on where you start and then your angle. So this is with the ribbon is beautiful. And then I used to then the buttons are great. My sadness for the buttons are that there's only 45, but if you put 3 on, right? If you put 3 on a card, and there's more red than white, I think, or maybe there's 1 more white than red. So 3 divided by, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make me do. So 15, you can get, right? I don't know. It's math, guys. It's math. It's math. It's math. So anyway, they go quickly when you're putting 3 on a card and if you're making a lot of cards. So I just wanted to show that, we can use 1 and just put them in different places. And it makes your buttons go a little further. So we're going to take this idea and I'm going to put it on my stocking. Oh, and then I didn't show you the stamps this point, but again, there's lots of squares. Cheers, sending warm wishes this Christmas. May all your days be merry and bright. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Or you could just you could cover up to you and yours and just use a Merry Christmas plain. That's always nice. There's your triangle. And then you're stitched. I love this. It's a stitched stamp. So it shows, you can stamp the stitch. You know what I'm trying to say? You can stamp the stitches around like the edges. All right. I try to say what I mean. So I have a kit to make the card, and I'm going to take out one of the Well, let's see, do I have to do that or I have enough here? So let's try this. So we're not making this card technique exactly. See how it goes. It builds on one another. We can make this card when I'm finished with the stocking if you'd like, just to see how it goes. There was a demonstrator who did it that I got the total idea from. I think I don't know which one I think I changed one on each of them, so I didn't case her card specifically, but this whole part here with the DSP, it's exactly like hers. Hi, Jules. Thanks for coming. I started a little early. I was so excited. I just couldn't wait the 5 more minutes, and I think I ended up like 2 or 3 minutes early. I was so excited. All the technology seems to be working, so we are excited. So we'll do this card, but I'm going to use the bits from this, and I'm going to kind of not really do a dry run, but I just want to make sure that we have some fun here. So I think I'm going to put this one right here. And then put this one here. I just want to make sure, that you have all the stuff and that things will cover. Oh my gosh, my daughter was a nanny for a little bit while she was in school. And when she first started nannying these kids, the twins were newborns. And now they're going into second grade. And anyway, they're staying here tonight with us so they can sleep in the RV, which is so exciting that they still love to do that. Usually we take them camping every summer, but as they get older, it's harder and harder to find a good time. We were a little slow on the getting planning, so it's not some of it's our fault for sure, not just the schedule. All right, so this red one actually can't do that. We're going to put this green one there just so that it covers up everything. Then we'll put the red one here. Oops. I just want to kind of lay out to make sure I have what I'm doing. And then we'll go. And then I don't want to do that one again. There's another one. Where's the, there we go. All right. Okay. So now we are just going to do the, let's make sure it's all, and I'm going to get out my silicone mat. And so much for my pre running through here. All right, so we'll make sure that that's done. And let's see, do this one. So I don't want to put the glue on the DSP because you don't want to get it all sticky if you don't need to, and then when you cut it, it'll be perfect. Yeah, let's do this one. And so you'll be able to get more as you go. You just want to make sure they're butted up against each other really, really well. So you wouldn't need, so what I ended up doing was doing 6 inches, 6 inches, half inch, 6 inches long, half-inch wide. That's what the strips were in the kit to begin with to make the card. So we're gonna do the same thing with this. So, and then you'll see that there's a little bit here at the top, and then we'll go back to the main part of the, front row. Pause, pause, pause. Can't do that because it doesn't go all the way across. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one, and this will be all right. Please see it. Hello there, my dear.
Guess who I have?
Oh, we have guests. We have guests, everybody. Oh yes, Sandy, I'm sorry. I'm on live. I'm on YouTube live.
Well,
Yes.
this little thingy on my shoulder.
Yes.
There's a magnet.
Oh, under there. What kind of character is this?
He is like a little thing.
He's like a little thing. Perfect. Perfect.
Magnet thing.
Oh, that's the magnet.
Okay, let me put this. Now let's put it into page.
It's fun to have guests, everybody, is it not? Yay. All right.
Okay, you're all right.
Hey, thanks for coming. Oh, now you got it on your shoulder.
Okay, the guests are going bye-bye.
The guests are going bye-bye. All right. Yes, I got the text, Kim. Thank you. Oh, to have little girl noises around again. All right, so sorry, I keep going down. All right, so, and I'm just going in order, of what I was doing. Keeping it simple, keeping it simple. So the black, and now you'll see, and if you can't, I'll show you. There's a little itty bitty of red sticking out. So I am going to cover that. And I'm going to take this little itty piece here. And you wouldn't think it would make a big deal, but I'm going to make sure some of the candy cane is on there. And if you like playing with scraps and using up your scraps, what a fun way to do it. Oops. Okay. So we're going to flip it, and then I'm going to just cut the paper off what goes over. And I'm going to hold that one up here so that it stays put. And I'm just going to kind of go around the toes and the angles, or not the angles, the heel. Has anybody done a card like this before where you just put your strips on it and it they it's so easy but yet so fun. And again, each one comes out a little different because it all depends on your scraps. All right. So you can see that little itty bitty piece of candy cane. And then so there's your stocking. Now I didn't get in there as well as I could, so let's try that. Get it right in there. So now we have a little bit more, and then it's very delicate and through here. So, and sometimes you learn from doing more and more, and so you never know if something's not going to work right until it doesn't. So my one of the recommendations I have is that maybe starting here isn't a bad thing, to make sure, one piece is covered through here and that's kind of ripped out a little bit. but we can cover that and make it work still. Okay, so there you have it, and that's that's the main part of the card right there. Boom. You can do this part, you can do it. You can do it all. I'm gonna go around that heel better. There we go. Now, I made this, the card. So it opens right on top. And if you're not sure how to do that, when I put this on my card, so I took a top folding card, so 4 1/4 by 11, and I folded it in half at 5 1/2. Alrighty, and then when I set it up, I set this here, and this top part is above the fold. So you don't want to cut up here. So see how it goes right above the fold. I'll bring it down a little bit. It's not anywhere near the fold, it's above it. So it's not going to cut a darn thing. So then when it comes out, the fold is actually intact. Now, we then can put that there. And if we wanted, we could put this right back to where it was if you wanted to. And this is pecan pie. I'm sorry. This is pecan pie. So you could do it that way. Or you could leave the top pecan pie. Okay. And I would then probably do something fun like this. Well, so this is what I would do. I'm going to put this on. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to put this on with liquid glue. I'm not going to dimensionalize it yet, at least not this part. Okay. And then I'm going to take this part and I'm going to tie it. Now, the fun thing about this sweet is that it has real red and cherry cobbler in it. Isn't that great? You just wouldn't think that real red and cherry cobbler would go, but it's working. It's working. My fingers aren't, but the color combinations are working. So I'm going to bring that down a little bit. There we go. Maybe. So funny story, my nails were getting too long and I just thought, it's time to take them off, take a breather, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? Now I can't function without nails. Actually, my fingers are kind of sore and my nails are very, very thin and not happy with me. Yeah. And everybody's out there going, don't cut your ribbon like that. But you know what? There we go. My ribbon scissors are upstairs on another table where I was preparing some of the surprises for the event tomorrow. So, all right. So we have that kind of idea. And then what I'm then going to do is I'm going to take a white button and I'm going to put it right there in the middle. And And I'm going to add my very exciting double bow because it's fun. Has anybody started their Christmas cards? That's the question I need to ask. Any Christmas card starters up there? You know, when the kids were little, I started um I started kind of getting my feel for stuff, and I would kind of get a design in my head, but I started cutting in October, and I went to town from there. So I do. So then I'm going to take this one and put it, my scissors need to be washed, or not washed, but they need to be de-stickified. If that's not a word, I just made it up. Works for me. All right. So that's cool. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. All right. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut peaceful pine at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And hopefully that doesn't fall. And then we want to put something not so busy, and maybe we don't want to put anything on there. I just don't remember really what the backs are. Those are busy, busy, busy. So the fronts are just as busy, huh? Oh, we forgot to use, you can't see me. I forgot to put that one in there. All right. Well, maybe we will just, I don't know if I like that. Too much green. I'm thinking too much green. How about, nope. So, what then comes to mind is I'm going to take this crumb cake. There we go. So we could have a double opening card. And you could actually put this on with a glue dot. Whoops, I'm sorry. I have this so close. There we go. We could put the stocking on with a glue dot, and they could use it as um, a, I am so out of all of my blocks are being used, and I just found this one, so I thought, oh well, this will work for the stitch. All right, so we're going to take real red. Okay. And we're going to put I'm going to cockeye this. And I'm going to stitch around it. Like that. Now it's not going to be, it's like a, country homemade Christmas where, oh shoot, things aren't totally straight. So, you guys, I have a new binge-worthy love So this takes some practice, I'll be honest. Um, on HGTV, there's a show that's called Castle Impossible, I think. Oh my gosh, it is the best show ever. Can you all see it? Okay, we're still good. Um, it's with Ian and Daphne. She inherited this castle, and um, it is just such a darn cute show, and I am loving it. Well, this might take some practice, but at least I can't use this, you guys, but you'll get the idea of what I'm doing. You'll get the idea. It'll take some practice. Yes, there's 2 seasons, but Kim, did you know? I've watched them all now. I'm all caught up. Did you know that they started with a YouTube channel? Beau, Beau, Beau Chateau, and they have been doing this for like 4 years. Yeah. Yeah. So do you get the idea? You can't, I mean, you can see my horribleness, but it'll take some, all I can, maybe there's got to be a better way. Um, Probably like a pencil and outline it. That might be a better way. Um, and then we can, I'm trying to think here. You can either make this your base then, so it doesn't open, and then this just opens, and this is the card. And you can always cut a die cut out a stocking in white or basic beige, and then cut off some, cut the top off again so that you have a place to write, or you can just, there's many, this is just an idea, many way. Yeah, so that's what I'm addicted to now, is catching up on the Beau Chateau, and she looks so young when she first comes to the chateau. Well, Ian doesn't really change much, but oh my gosh, it's such a good show. I'd highly recommend. So I would almost, guys, here's my template, and I would um you could stamp around it. And if you wanted it closer, we could I cut it a little closer. But even the dog, like, it's so funny because looked at the YouTube channel a little bit today because I just needed to decompress a little, and it was amazing to see the dog Arkea. They have a, I'm not sure what he is, but what kind of breed, but he has horrible arthritis, and he's only, I don't know, 6, I think. So um I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Um so he doesn't walk well at all in the seasons on HGTV, but in the Beau Chateau, it he's running around and he's not arthritic yet. So that was exciting. So I got me something to watch on the way to Maine this weekend. So yes, which reminds me, there will not be any live on Tuesday next week. part of our family will be away. And so we're going to Acadia National Park. All right. So this would be my thing. And I don't know, let's see if it works. You want to make it a little wonky, or at least I do. Okay. So we're going to do that. I'm going to come back this way and do that. Ah! Well, you want to make sure everything's straight. Try to save that. Oh, this does take a little, because you don't want it at a, see how I have that at a angle? Yeah. I don't know. I would need to practice that. So we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the, we can cut this down. Plan B is plan A with different measurements. That's all. That's all, that's all. So we'll put this here. And then we can add that here. And it doesn't have to be wonky, it can be straight on. And then it opens up. Or I kind of like it so that it's hanging. You know how when stockings hang, they kind of tilt. So that's what I'm going to go with. And I am going to go with some dimensionals, possibly, if I have any still on this floor. Might be some upstairs. Oops, here they are. Before you dimensionalize it, you do want to make sure that you've already put your writing in there. And my thought always is to make sure that you have enough dimensionals so that it doesn't sag in the middle. That's, I don't know, that's just my thing. I don't like a saggy stocking or a saggy anything. You guys, it's so nice to be back. Would it help to tack the stocking down when you are adding the, yes, it probably would, Sandy, except when you get to this part here, you know, you want it to curve. The only thing we could do is, I won't do it tonight, but just to give you an idea, is guess what we can do? Whoops. Runaway stitching. We could curve the stitching. You know, I would use a bigger, I'd have to use a bigger block, but we can curve the stitching. Can you see it? How I curve that? And then we could curve it right around. Look at that, you guys. Look. I'll bring you down. Sandy, you are amazing. Thank you. So see how that's curving? Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, I'm so excited. There you go, Sandy. Thank you. You're the bomb. You're the bomb.com. So that's what I would do. And then I would do all of the I would do all the curves. So there, there, and then you would decurve it. My nail just totally cut. And so you would decurve it in there. Oh, Sandy, nice job. I'm so excited. So excited. That is such a pretty card. I love it. Except I think I got so excited. I think we need to bring it down just a tad so that when you open it up, I mean, it still can do its thing this way. There, we're not so much at the top. Oh my gosh. I love it. Where's my, oh, Sandy. I'm gonna have to make another one now just so that I can show you guys it works. It actually works. All right, look at that. So again, this could be the card. You could put some basic white or some basic beige, whatever on the back to do a long note. You could put just the Merry Christmas in here. You could always put, if you wanted to make it decorative inside, you could always put something decorative inside. You could take the Merry Christmas here and put it right up above in here. You would just take out to you and yours. So you'd bring this down here and you would have plenty of room for that Merry Christmas. And I would actually do it, I would emboss it. I would probably put it in white maybe, or because there's white in here, so you could definitely do a white embossing. Oh my gosh, that turned out better than I had in my head. And if we put the stitching around it, Sandy, we just have to turn the stamp. Turn the stamp. Awesome. That was so great. I love it when something comes out totally different than what you think. Uh-oh, we lost our, you know why it's getting that way? Because I have the air conditioning on. I have been so hot today. So I have the air conditioning on and it's my camera is all it's all oh foggy. So I am sorry about that. So look at that. We have this in here. You could put Merry Christmas. You could um you could use DSP and cut this out and have more of a umph. I think I would just put a white piece of cardstock right here. So it just comes straight down. Put my sentiment on it and then do my writing here. If you wanted to make it a full card, you could have it open. Just a left, or I'd probably do it that way, top folding, because that's my favorite. But yeah, well, that is awesome. So this idea came from this idea that we did in class last week. Whoops. So that's where it's not the same. It's certainly not the same building up one, but it's the same idea about, and you know how I'm going to fix that because it is bugging me. I'm going to take my Stampin' Write marker, and I'm sure you could probably take a blend as well. And I'm going to make it red just because it's red right there. Although the green paper all of a sudden just showed up. I could just, actually that made it a little better. I love this, you guys. Isn't that great? Thank you, thank you. Love it, love it. And thank you. I really want to stitch it now, but I don't want to ruin it. But I will practice. I'll practice around this one, or I'll do it again. I'll do it again because I think the little stitching around there would be amazing. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm trying to think of who was the demonstrator that I cased this from. Oh, you know what? It might be on my phone because I hate not to give her the right there. Tony Musgrove. It wasn't anybody that I knew, but I don't even think I couldn't even, I mean, I could pin it, but it would just be the picture, but Tony Musgrove. That's why I couldn't remember. So that was for this card. And then I changed it up in the bottom and with a different color. This color is actually the new black Stampin' Pad. And I think I would like it, but I would definitely have to put it on the I would definitely have to put it on the stamping you know, the stamping thing where you close it and it keeps getting, yeah, that thing. Not the stamparatus, but the new thing. Because it just doesn't come out as deep and crisp as the others. This is real red and the pine, peaceful pine. So, oh my gosh, Sandy, I am so excited. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for putting the turn thing in my mind, and we can turn the stamp. That's like the best thing since sliced bread right there. And this is the card. Oh my gosh, it came out so good. And then you flip. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love, so this is straight. So I love how it dips. And I see a scrapbook page with that. I just see it. All right, girls. Thank you for staying and hanging in there with me with all my changes and manipulations and stuff. There will be no live next week unless I come in to say hey from Acadia National Park, which could happen. Could happen. Um, and then the week after, yeah, August 4th, I will see you live. So thank you so much. Technology stayed, the camera stayed. We're all good. All right, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I will see you in a couple weeks. And I will see some of you tomorrow at the brewery for an awesome event. It's sort of like a card buffet. So we're gonna go with that. So thank you so much. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Happy summer.